right down, relax, open your ears real wide and say, give it to me straight, doctor, I can take it.
Kick the chocks out from under the wheels. Flaps up. No offense, Margaret. Contact. We're off. Rum, rum.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
Oh, what heights will hit? On with the show, this is it.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hello.
Hey, Carol.
Hi.
So, we were talking backstage. We should have never done that because this shit be fun. Listen.
Oh, there's other things I wanted to talk about backstage. Never mind.
There's a buzz going on, Carol.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
The indie comic universe is a buzz with Luke Stone's Fund My Comic. All right, he's actually live right now. I'm actually in his chat. I said hi. They said hi. Hi, Pedro. Hi, Luke, and other dude.
Hi, Gary.
What's that dude's name? Nick. Nick. Hi, Nick.
Hi, guys. Over there.
I doubt they're going to EFAP us, but you know.
I will.
Hey, RJ. Hey, Rick.
You can't fool me.
You're not fooling me. So,
Hello, Rick.
Carol asked some very good questions. I gave what I thought was intelligent feedback, but I want to make sure it's correct feedback. Hey, Anthony, what's going on? I'm going to drop the link in a second if anybody wants to pop in because I have questions. I have some answers from a creator standpoint, and I want to talk about Luke's Fund My Comic effort, crowdfunding. There's the
nothing to add.
So here's the thing. Am I for it? Hell yeah, I'm for it. If there's a place, hey PayPal, what's up, buddy? If there's a place where I can go fund a project where I'm not going to get shadow banned, I'm not going to get censored, I'm not going to get hate mobbed, I'm for it. So Carol said to me, and I'm putting this out to the chat as a hypothetical.
A hypothetical.
A hyper-testicles.
Hyper-testicle.
Carol's baked. I have no excuse. I have no excuse. So,
Anthony, you're gonna need to come up here because I can't do this.
Why, Doc, would you not launch a simultaneous funding over? Yeah, RJ says, I had hypertesticles when I was 13. Why would I not launch a campaign over on Luke's at the same time of Pariah? And the answer that I have at the moment is, you know, they have to fully fund at fixed goal or there's no money. So it's an all or nothing proposition. If I launched over on Fund My Comic right now, any money that goes over there would take away from the Indiegogo campaign that's already over 50%. And if it doesn't fund, then there's no money and there's no book. So no, that's my thinking. No. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if Fund My Comic has flex goal and fixed goal. Something I'm going to have.
But it's worded different.
Yeah, same thing, but different wording, you're saying?
Yes.
All right. So the answer is no, I'm not going to do that. But the answer is yes, I'm definitely going to avail myself of this because I want to get on the ground floor with this. So what I'm probably going to do, and Anthony, you need to come in here. You're my publisher. I'm probably going to do a little 10-pager and launch over there. Completely independent story. And it's going to be kind of one of the things I've been wanting to do. It may just be pencils only. It may be pencil and ink. I don't know. I've got a bazillion stories. I'm a writer as well as an artist. I don't hype the writing part that much, but I'm a writer and I like to think I'm pretty damn good at it. If I didn't, I wouldn't want to sell my stories. Yes, absolutely. PayPal. Yeah. That is far more important than helping out one of your creator talents. And I mean that in all sincerity. like
Fine, whatever. He's
Like
going out
if-
for smokes. See if he
yeah,
can work on that.
listen, Daddy went out for cigarettes. He left
Pulling
his-
a Dillard.
No, I was just going to say if if Anthony's house were burning down and he said, Doc, can you help me? I'd be like, yeah, but I got to stop and grab smokes first. It's just a thing.
You know, my ex kind of did the same thing to me when I broke my ankle. On the way to the ER, he stopped for donuts. He didn't even get me a donut.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, Doc, how are you?
Oh, no,
Hey,
Rick.
Carol.
I'm good, brother. How you doing? How you doing?
I am good.
So let me circle this back around because this is literally about Fund My Comic, the crowdfunder. I am 100% on board with this. I got to get Pariah Blood and Mud across the finish line, and then I'm going to give a long, hard look at exclusively going over, to Fund My Comic. But in the meantime, Rick, what do you think about just grabbing a little 10-pager and launching over there?
Yeah, that might be an idea, well, you might want to make it 12-page. Everything's got to be divisible by 4.
Yeah.
Either.
You know what I meant.
Oh, hold on a sec. I got a call here.
Oh, well, I beg your pardon, sir. Don't let being on my
done the
show
same thing,
interrupt your
Anthony.
life. Let's see. When you do have a project on more than one platform, the total of both should go. I wish it worked that way, but it doesn't. That would be neat, but that's asking for a spirit of cooperation between corporations that just does not exist.
Yeah, that won't happen.
To echo what Anthony just said,
Oh, no.
And I'm back. That
Welcome
was
The last one. Welcome back.
well, there's 6 cartons in the other room, so,
I had
Well,
to take
all
that. That was my printer saying my samples are ready for my book that I can go look at later today.
Oh, very
How
cool. Very
exciting.
cool. Very cool. So what do you think, Rick? Are you going to go over to Fund My Comic?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try it out. I'm just not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm in the middle of remastering the Canadian Shield 1, and I was thinking of doing another campaign over on Kickstarter,
Mhm.
but I might go there, or I was, I'm about to print up my books for Canadian Shield 2 and Snowdrift 1. I was thinking maybe do a small campaign over there, $500.
Yeah.
For like 30 to 60 days, see where it goes, just with the stuff that I've had before,
You really lean into that Canadian thing, don't you? It's cold, so it's snow, and it's Canadian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you want to know,
You lean into your strengths. There's maple syrup and there's snow. Come on up.
Yeah.
They've
yeah,
got
but you
hockey.
want to know that where I live, there's not much snow. We're starting to go into spring now.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine was out today, and he didn't even have a coat on. He
Right.
was saying,
Well,
it's
yeah.
getting to where the warm weather.
I
I'm
get
not sure where I'm not sure where you are, but the weather where I am is comparable probably to most of the states.
Yeah. I'm in the deep south, and we have.
You don't know what
winter,
snow is.
and it gets cold here, but we don't get the snow, so there's nothing about winter appealing. It's just a big, gray, wet, cold bucket of yuck.
Yeah.
And we hate it.
And then if you think, Vancouver, Canada, that area, BC, they don't actually get snow at all.
Oh,
All
okay.
they get is rain.
What's up, Trigano?
Now,
Now, wait.
yeah.
Wait, Piper. I mean, not Piper.
well, I am Piper
Rick
too. That's
Piper.
my last name.
Rick Piper. Let me. Where is Prince Edward Island?
Oh, Princess Edward Island is East Coast Canada, which is another time zone over from your East Coast.
Okay, all right. Because I watched Anne of Green Gables with Megan Fellows,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's fucking beautiful there.
Oh yeah. I've never been on the island myself, but I've seen videos and stuff like that.
All right,
Yeah.
that's enough talking
Well,
about.
that's the great thing about Canada. 99% of it is beautiful, except for the cities.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to disagree with you on that. If you drive north, it turns into a frozen fucking wasteland. Hey, Marv, what's going on, buddy?
Well, it depends on how far north you go and what time of year. Like,
That's what I'm saying. You
yeah.
can't really say 90% of it's together. Come on.
Yeah, but the trees, the lakes, and all that. If you look at videos of,
You ain't got no
different
palm
parts of
trees, Rick.
Canada-
There's no palm trees. There's no tropical islands.
No,
Why are we
No
arguing over
tropical-
landscapes?
All right.
I thought we were doing comics.
We're not even talking about Canada and landscape.
hey, man. Landscapes are in comics.
Oh my god.
You need your landscapes for your background.
Welcome, RJ. You
Okay,
are
fine.
quite right. What the hell is that sound? RJ,
So-
I don't know.
why did it sound like an earthquake when you came in?
I was moving my mic in front of me
Oh,
as I
okay.
started
Right.
the stream
Right.
because it
Listen,
was off to the side.
I don't have that strong of a grip on reality, RJ. So you got to be careful with shit like that. Because I
You
was
stay
like,
away from the brown dots, man, and you'll be fine.
so here's what I was going to say. I'm going to talk with Anthony later, but I would like to do a short comic over on Fund My Comic.
Okay.
Maybe a $500 to $1,000 goal. Don't know. And totally separate from the Pariah IP. And just I'm 100% behind the concept. So far, the execution looks good. There's nothing that I see there that I don't like. What are your thoughts, RJ?
Well, again, my opinion is colored by the virtue of being an admin on the site. So
I still want your opinion.
I think if you
I
have an
just,
Indiegogo and it's not
interviewed him.
funded, yeah, if you have an Indiegogo and it's not funded yet, by all means, finish that. Don't split your audience between two possibilities. That's why you don't run a Kickstarter and an Indiegogo at the same time.
Right. Exactly. But as far as what it is and would I use it, I like everything I've seen so far, and yes, I intend to use it.
Yeah, something new. Get something new on there as quickly as possible.
Yes, and
Because there's only 5 concurrent campaigns, or not 5, 50 concurrent campaigns running at any time during the the slow rollout here.
yeah, I got to do 12 pages by tomorrow, RJ. What do you think?
Kick it out, yeah. You use the AI. Come on.
Oh, I disavow, ladies and gentlemen. You will never see AI on a Doc Blaylock product.
So what
Well-
if you did your little 10-page book thinger and you launched them both at the same time on Indiegogo and Fund My Comic, but you don't tell anybody where it's launched?
No, I'm not willing to be an experiment, Carol. I'm still in the business.
See
of-
where, when they do a search for it, where it
I
takes
gotta make money here. I'm not willing to be an experiment to that
you
degree.
are an experiment. We're all
I'm a failed lab rat experiment.
We're all
I'm
fine. Don't do it. Whatever.
just saying. Listen, Carol.
What?
Do more than 10 pages. Do a real comic. Come on.
And see where it funds. Is it
No,
going to
because,
fund?
no, because I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
I want to do 2 simultaneous experiments, RJ. I want to not pencil, but draw a book. No ink or very little ink. Just pencil.
Oh, okay. That's you don't need ink these days because the copiers are much better.
The scanners can pick up the blue line that's not supposed to show up at all. So, of
Yeah.
course, yeah, you know. So, chat, how are you guys doing, man?
That's bad when they're picking up the.
Yeah. And I know you've seen it, Rick. It's like, why is my non-reproducible blue line reproducing? What the fuck?
Exactly. Well, because you're used to the blue or a certain color green being invisible. I saw
Yes.
you see these crazy videos on Twitter where people are like, shoplifting or doing little riots. I saw this one, 2 women who were just grabbing stuff in a Walgreens, filling their baskets and getting ready to run out with it. And the thing that set it apart was that they were wearing what I've got over here, those spandex green Spider-Man suits.
Right,
And,
right.
and it's like why were they wearing that? I'm like, they were wearing that because they thought they were invisible to the security camera when they had it on. That's why they were wearing it. They're like, we'll be smart, green screen. Like, doesn't work quite that way. We lost Doc. He put up his green screen.
You need
wouldn't that be cool if
software
it
to
did work that
block.
way?
Oh my God, that is so funny. That is
You
so
need
funny.
software to block you out.
I know.
You know?
I know.
But think of the conversation that happened back at their house. It's brilliant, man.
It was like,
We'll wear
you know,
these. We'll be invisible.
it was more like this, Doc.
Yeah.
Invisible Man.
Brilliant, man.
Genius.
That is so funny, man. That hurt me laughing at that. Because that conversation just pre-visualized in my head. Listen, when you're a creator, and I don't know if this is like this for normies, but
Normies.
we have really vivid imaginations that will take off down a tangent. So when you tell a joke and we're dying laughing at it, we're laughing at your joke and the 30,000 other things we just thought of that go with it. Just saying. So,
Yeah.
Tail Rider, yes, you can find furry plushy fleshlights too if somebody's funding them and if they are related to the comic that they're doing.
that's the other thing I like. Fun My Comic is focused on comics.
Yeah,
It's
but
not,
you could sell a pariah emblazoned George Foreman grill if you wanted to, and that's
sure, as
pretty much
long
the
as it's
example that
comic
Luke
related. Yeah. But I like that it's not, here, let's fund my new bicycle prototype as a focus. Granted, I'm sure you can do anything you want to over there.
You could.
But I like that the focus is on indie comics. So like I said, everything I've seen so far, I like. And I'll probably have Luke come out if he's willing one day, and we'll talk more in depth about it.
Oh, he'll talk to everybody about it. We had a great. Did you see the conversation we had last night?
I
On
saw
which-
parts of it.
On which one? I watched 3 different streams last night.
On my channel, on my stream, the one I was on. If I wasn't on any of those streams,
Yes, I watched yours, RJ. Damn you. Yes.
yeah.
And,
we had Luke and Pops together in agreement,
And nothing exploded.
and nothing exploded. I'm like, Henry Kissinger, send my ward this. Here's my address.
Let the Nobel Committee convene.
and then same time you were doing yours, RJ. John Dillard, he was actually doing a review of it over on his channel.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he came
right.
in and asked the
I was
question.
flipping back and forth, and I saw where Carol just lost it. It was tragic. It was tragic, Carol.
Shut up. See, yes, that is what Doc meant by getting Luke on his channel, is when Carol's not around.
Luke is welcome anytime. Carol, you're always welcome. Carol is one of the.
We have serious business things to talk about, and Carol cannot be on the panel when that happens.
Carol is one of the few people who genuinely makes me just really laugh. And I enjoy laughing. I enjoy having a good time.
I will derail any conversation. No matter what.
That's true. I got to barf up a lung. Hold on.
I'm the same way whenever I have a stream and somebody's on with a unique idea for a comic. The thing that I do is always, what you need to do, and I'm like, yes, I can. Yes, I can. So 2 years ago, I have Adam Lawson on the stream. He's talking about this comic hardcover he's doing called Kids and Monsters. He's like, and it's kids, and they're paired up with monsters, and the monsters, ride around in their backpacks, and they do this and they do. I'm like, wait, like, wouldn't it be freaking cool if you could get like Kids and Monsters branded backpacks, get them printed, and because that's what I do. I spend other people's money. And then 2 years later, as I'm fulfilling the comic, I have Kids and Monsters branded backpacks here.
Nice.
That it looks
Now,
better on the printed side.
RJ, you can't really come out and shill other products on my stream while I'm funding. That's what
No, I'm just saying that this is how I
I'm
derail
kidding.
things.
You shill anything.
Is there a monster in the backpack, or
There should be plushy
does
monsters.
it come with a monster, or does it come with a kid? Because I really hope I want to get the
It's
one
like a
that comes
Cracker
with the
Jack
kid.
box. There's a
Oh,
chance of either
no.
way.
Oh, it's one of those mystery things. Oh, that's cool.
Sometimes it's both.
Send me the
Okay.
monster, not the kid. Come on. Little wallet draining crap factories. I don't need any more of those.
Like, if I pay you like an extra $5, can you make sure I get the one with the monster in it, not the kid?
We have a kid. We have a kid here that's a bit of a monster.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I was
We've
gonna
all
say,
had those
what if the
already.
kid
I
is
have
the
one of those
monster?
too. I need something to eat. I never mind.
Okay, I disavow this stream and everybody right now.
YouTube won't
I
take
was
it.
just
Sure, come on, call Luke in. We'll have a great conversation about
We are not about to endorse cannibalism on this channel, Carol. For fuck's sake.
I'm sorry. I took a spiral and I tripped.
The shoot
The
didn't
Doc
open.
Blaylock Show is brought to you by Soylent Green. Soylent Green, it's people.
It's people.
I shouldn't have smoked.
Stop.
I still have to go to work.
Yeah, I'm totally high right now. Yeah, okay. Can you just turn the volume up?
What were we
So
talking about?
I was watching Luke's stream. Was that his channel that I was watching?
Yes,
Last night?
Yeah, Luke Stone Studio. Just a minute ago.
Oh,
yes, that was his channel.
Nerd Bacon.
Yeah, Nerd Bacon. So I was watching, and I was liking everything that I see, but I heard this voice going, "Well, you know, if you call up to the customer complaint department, you might get a salty pencil or answering the phone." I'm like, who in the fuck is this talking with that very soft, pleasing ass voice? Yo, Anthony, what's up?
That would be me.
No, it was Luke. But I was looking at Pedro. I know Pedro. Pedro doesn't talk like that. So I was looking at the dude in the middle that I don't know. What's his name? Oh, shit.
Nick?
Yeah, Nick. And then I looked up and I realized it was Luke. Luke was talking in these very soft, dulcet tones. And I was like, okay, first of all, Luke, you missed your calling. Just grab the phone book, start reading, and call it ASMR sleep therapy and read.
He
Because-
talks a lot softer lately.
Well,
Huh?
he got that voice. He got that voice because of COVID. He didn't talk like that before COVID.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I had COVID, but it's not
You
the
were-
blame how I sound.
Yeah. Well, you were. He went into a coma and was trached for.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was just
So,
going to say it's my 2-pack a day habit that did this to me.
that trach will do it to you.
Anthony Romano, 12-page book. Over on Fun My Comic. What do you think?
Yeah, man. If that's what you want to do. I mean, I would wait till this one's over.
Well, it'll probably take me that long.
Yeah, we gotta focus on that.
Of
Like
course.
I was on LitDev this morning, so we finally got Lightbringer over 50%, so that was good. And then
Fantastic.
last night on Mandy's, after we were done in the green room, I told her I was going to hit her up to for me to get on there for Pariah for some time in April. So
What'd she say?
she said, yeah. She said, let me know when let me know when you're ready. I was like, I'm ready. I'm just gonna. I don't want to.
All right, did you use the word I told you to use?
Yeah. I don't know if it clicked, but there was a lot. There was a lot going on. That stream like derailed like 3 times. Billy Tucci came in and derailed it. Shane just derails it all the time. Ethan came in and derailed it. So
I missed it. Damn. Well Red, pop in here for a minute. Well Red says, did someone say soft, soothing voices?
But so RJ, you're an admin on the site.
I am an admin on the site because
Be right back.
there will be we're working on a plugin. I don't know what the plugin's going to do, but basically I am a choice for the distribution, for the fulfillment. So
So it'll probably like offer like somebody to like, yeah, maybe I don't know how it would work, yeah, but you'd be an option for the creator to use as
Yeah.
distribution. Yeah.
basically it would allow me to go in and set the shipping costs.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, because those things are skyrocketing like at unreal rates.
Yeah. I mean, the post office does it every year. And I just had my mail lady came.
They went up like 4 times in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've got
Hey,
3
Marsupial.
boxes of stuff to ship here, and I told my mail lady, I was like, I got stuff up there, but unfortunately, the software said UPS was cheaper than the post office today for this batch. So they're
Yeah.
going out that way.
That's
instead.
saying something. UPS here is expensive as shit.
We use Pony Express, and the pony died 8 years ago.
They ate the horse.
Thanks, Marsupial. Yeah, Lit Dev was fun this morning. Yeah, it was good. That was a good show. And then I bring up Pariah. You know, I said at the end, I said, I go, you got to go to the bottom. I got to at least bring up Pariah real quick. And we talked about the Dillard print and Pariah and stuff like that. And
the badass new cover art that I'm going to share stream right now.
Yeah, it's up on the campaign, finally.
Let's take a peek. That whole where it says present instead of share screen, it's just effing with me.
Cry about it.
All right, let's get over here and take a look. All right, is it showing?
Oh, RJ, is there like a pre-launch over there?
Are we looking at the campaign?
Yes, we are
No.
looking at the campaign.
All right,
Stop yelling at us.
by the way, Anthony, here's
Okay,
the
too many questions. Yes, we could see the campaign. No, there's no pre-launch.
here's the thing.
No.
Look, this is what's happening for me when I click the trailer. I get the forever window and it's going to give me an error.
That's something either with your computer. You might have to restart your computer or something with your internet because it plays fine for me.
Okay, as long as everybody else can see it, I don't need to see it.
Yeah.
So let's scroll past all this beautiful bean footage here.
There's no such thing as beautiful bean footage.
Yes, there is, and there's some of it right there, Rick. Look at that. Amazing freaking cover.
Well, the cover's amazing, but it's not bean footage.
With colors by Matt Krotz. Just amazing. And then here is the alternate cover by Jim O'Reilly.
Nice.
Oh,
Look at that.
So, yeah, it's beautiful.
And we'll get it colored, and it'll be up there.
I'm going to
So-
share
so-
something to address what Rick just asked real quick. I'm gonna
does that
share
come in
some-
both a nice and naughty variant, Doc?
Welcome, well read. No naughty variants. There is naughty in.
No, I was asking RJ a second ago whether there is pre-launch stuff over on the new one. Fun by Comic.
No. Here,
Not
share
for,
my,
no.
share my
No.
screen, Doc.
I just
will-
mean in
I will-
general, not for.
I will.
No, I understand. Share my screen real quick, Doc.
I will, but first I wanted to welcome Well Read to the stream. Welcome, Well Read.
How you doing?
Thank you for having me. Good. Kind of working right now, so just happy to pop in for a few minutes.
Right, and I wanted to get your thoughts on Luke Stone's Fund My Comic.
So
I
what
like
you do?
the way it looks a lot.
Yeah. This is something I'm working on, like to test it out. Come after Pariah ends. So you can schedule your campaign. So like after it's approved, it'll be live on the site. But if you schedule it, say, to launch June 1st, between now and June 1st, it'll just be there. So what you could do, which is nice, is in the body of the text, you can link to a mailing list here.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So
But they don't maintain the mailing list. You set up a mailing list and you link to it. They don't want
Right.
your emails.
Right. But like I'm using my MailChimp thing. So I created a landing page specifically for this campaign. And then I put that link here. So like then if you follow this, I would open in a new tab, but it would open up to the landing page to sign up for the mailing list.
Nice. I like that. I like that concept too. Cause that's actually better than a sign up page.
Yeah, you could put a link here underneath the thing, but it's very small and it's not in bold, so people would miss it. So I have the link there as well in case somebody does see it. But the fact that you can embed it, and make the font as big as you want is nice.
I just got to figure out how to do that. Set up a mailing list. Let's not,
Yeah, I hear you. So, Well Read, give me your thoughts here.
I like the interface. So for each of the campaign pages, you're just clicking on little tabs, and you've got different information popping up. I think down on the very top, but like at the bottom of the page, you have that. And then it seemed like setting up the campaigns was also a lot more straightforward. It's very descriptive. You got drop down boxes. The two options for payments were interesting. So somebody's got to help me understand this, because it sounds like this site isn't actually holding any money. You either get it directly or it charges all of it once the campaign ends.
No, so okay, so I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, RJ, if you know, but so there's the all or nothing, which is basically a fixed goal, right? That is kind of like the Kickstarter method. It waits to the end of the campaign, charges everybody's credit card, and then disbursement begins. And then there's I forget what they call it, but it's basically the Indiegogo flexible goal. And that charges the card right away, holds it in an escrow, and it's set by default to disperse the money at the end of the campaign. Though if say I did a second chance on Lightbringer 1, I have the books here, right? So why would I wait 30 days, 60 days or whatever? Why wouldn't I just, as the money comes in, ship the book out as the money? So you could hit them up through support and be like, on my Keep It All campaign, can you just disperse the money as it comes in? And then as soon as it comes in, I would ship that order out.
So let me make sure that I'm clear on that then. So all or nothing is like a fixed goal, but it's payment at the end or not at all.
Right. Yeah. And then the person backing doesn't get charged until the end, just like on Kickstarter.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't put a Keep It All unless you actually had the product done. And you can send
so ideally, RG, what you're saying is if the project's not fully built, then go with the what is it called?
If you need to raise the money for it, then you want to choose the all or nothing.
The all or nothing.
Right. Well, you can do the Keep It All because you're not going to get the money to the end of the campaign anyway. But it is kind of strategically built for people who have the product in hand already. Like I could do all, Keep It All for this and just wait, 90 days or however long I set the campaign for to get the money.
Yeah, and then they have an in-demand type option, which is continue to keep it up, right?
Yeah, you can set up as a storefront.
Yeah.
All right. So overall, then this is looking really good to me. I've never really cared for the way Kickstarter holds the funds till the very end, because people will refund on you, right as you're on the verge of fulfilling.
It's not even really a refund. It's just a cancel before they take your money.
Well, yeah, they're canceling, but that shoots your
That's
goal.
Kickstarter. Indiegogo does the refund. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Also, I think it's good to they charge you money and hold it, because you can easily forget about it, and then maybe you don't have the money on your card or whatever.
Exactly. That's my point.
And Doc, if you're wondering about the east coast of Canada, Velned is there. He might know a little something more than me.
Do you know that Velned is a he?
Yeah,
Velned,
or I'm pretty sure Velned's a he.
Yeah, we all just assume that he's a he. Yeah.
Okay, Velned.
He was in my chat for quite some time at one point. He hasn't been there in a while, but
yeah, we've been missing Velned around the neighborhood. Good to see you here.
I'm going to drop off. I've got a book to produce, so.
All right, RJ.
I'll catch y'all later.
Thanks for popping in, brother.
Later, RJ.
So, what I'm gathering so far from the entire panel is just enthusiastic thumbs up.
Yeah, what I like is I've been watching all his tutorial videos and stuff that he has. They're all unlisted, but I forget where you can find them. So you can't find them on his channel, but I think they're on the site or something. But so I'm getting all the info. And what I do like is it is a beta, so there's no feature tier right now. But he's got his wave of updates already scheduled. He knows what's going to be going in the first wave of updates to the site, what's going in the second wave of updates. So I know the first one's going to have feature tier. It's going to have rather than add-ons, it'll be a shopping cart feature.
Yeah.
So you can just click each one right there on the main page. You don't have to go to an add-on page. So stuff like that. So I like that he already knows he's got it planned out.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that part, and I was very, very much enthusiastic about that. I like that very much.
So there's no add-ons yet on it. Do you know when these different things are coming out?
He didn't give a time frame. So right now, if you do a campaign, it's going to be like old school Indiegogo. If somebody wants 2 different tiers, they're going to have to back twice.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, it's beta right now. Still got some things to add on. Still got some kinks to iron out. But here's the big picture. No shadow banning, no cancel culture, no censorship,
Right. And people were saying, well, why would you go use a new site when they were talking about crowdfunder or even this? They're like, why would you go use a new site? You don't get the foot traffic. I'm like, well, if you're fucking shadow banned, you don't get the foot traffic anyway. So what does it matter?
Exactly right. Ain't nobody going to be able to go to Indiegogo, search for Fly Blood and Mud and find it.
The great thing is if we can get, and no offense to any of us here, if we can get some big name over there so they can start bringing traffic over there.
I am a big name, damn you. Piper.
I'm the biggest name here. What are you talking about?
Don't think for an instant that in like a week or two you're not going to see Mike Barron on there.
Right. Exactly. And
Chris Bradley is already psyched for this site, and he's the guy that does all Mike Barron's campaigns.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Chris Bailey's down with it.
So did RJ confirm that they're holding it in escrow when you get charged up front? Or does that, because initially they were saying that money gets sent directly to you.
RJ said if you do the all or nothing, it gets held in escrow. And I think he said even...
No. All or nothing doesn't. The cards don't get charged to the very end of the campaign, just like on Kickstarter.
Exactly.
So, if you back now, like you were saying, Rick, if you were to back a campaign now and the campaign goes for 3 months, in 3 months you got to make sure you have that money in your account because that's when they're going to hit your card. Right. So that's all or nothing. So they hit the card and then they disperse the money.
But then there's the second way, which is what?
Which is basically their Indiegogo version of
flexible goal.
A flexible goal. That gets held in escrow. You don't get the money to the end of the campaign unless you reach out to them and arrange for it to be dispersed right away.
Because you've already got the product and you just need to ship. Right. Yeah. Okay. So that's a little bit of the best of both worlds, isn't it?
Yes, that's the way I would go. Even if I didn't have the product, I would keep it all because I would just leave it to get dispersed when the campaign was over if I didn't have the product. If I had the product, I'd reach out and tell them.
Right, exactly.
Right.
And that's the same. I mean, to my thinking, that seems to be the same as a fixed goal on Indiegogo.
They're like Indiegogo in that way.
And then the money is dispersed once you fulfill. So that's the same.
Well, no, because even if you don't reach your goal, say you set a $4,000 goal, and you set the campaign, you set the campaign for 2 months, and in 2 months you only got 2,000, you'll still get the 2,000.
Yeah. So that's the way to go. It sounds like.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's the way to go, probably because that's what I'm more comfortable with and what I'm more used to. Yeah.
Carol, what do you think?
Give me all your money.
Are you completely high right now?
Yeah. Well, no. I don't. Shut up. I have to go to work.
I'm completely high right now. Okay, but can you turn the volume up, please? Please, someone tell me you saw that scene in Charlie Wilson's War. He's in a hot tub in this hotel room. There's a party going on. He's in a hot tub with naked strippers and whatever. And something comes on the TV that he wants to hear. And he says, "Hey, man, can you turn the TV up?" And the guy goes, "Oh, man, I'm completely high right now." And he goes, "Yeah, okay, but can you just grab the remote and turn the volume up?"
Turn your volumes up.
It's always what I think of whenever Carol or Anthony are on screen with me. Not sure about Will Red because he's a man of mystery.
A man of mystery.
Will Red, do you ever get baked when you're doing Unzipped?
I get plastered. I haven't gotten baked in a while.
Okay, all right. So a little wine, is that what you're saying?
Wine, I'll sometimes do something harder if the wine isn't kicking in right.
You want to see something I'm going to try for this campaign, Doc?
Yeah,
No.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
share the screen.
I will not, sir. I don't share. I don't work that way.
Presents.
Present the screen.
I will present it. Oh, my brain.
It's gonna the first landscape tapestry.
Oh, look at you using my font too, man. What's up with that?
This isn't your font.
That's my font all day.
No, it's not your font all day.
I'm just kidding.
I know your font, and I know this font. They're two totally different fonts.
Don't be so sensitive.
Quite nice, ladies.
Nobody wants to smell your font.
Get off my font.
Get off my font, you rotten kids.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's same size, just landscape. You know.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
So.
Yeah,
this is. Yeah, I like that you can like resize the images too. You can put it next to the text instead of below it.
Right.
Like this, you know.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't in any way feel alien to if you're used to Indiegogo or Kickstarter. You know, this seems organic enough to where you could easily build a page.
Yeah.
It feels redundant, to be honest. The two options. One is either way, you're getting the money at the end of the campaign. The difference is whether you're charging your backers up front or later.
Right.
I think they should have really just settled on one option rather than confusing people.
Well, because the one you have to reach your goal, the other one you don't.
Yeah, but
keep it going. I got to warm the coffee up. Be right back.
And the other one you can adjust to get the funds as they come.
Yeah, but even with Indiegogo, with their fixed goal, they charge it, you know, and then at the end they disperse it. And if you don't reach it, they just give it back to the people.
Right.
They could just do that just as easy, you know.
Right.
Well, I mean, they're trying to give the flexibility to the creator to be able to get funds as they come in too.
Yeah, well, that's why you would choose flexibility. But if you're doing all or nothing, you could.
Right, but none of the other ones give you that flexibility.
So you said they hold it in escrow, so you don't really get it as they come in either. You're still
unless you reach out to them and set it up so that you do.
Yeah, well, that's good for the flexible goal to do that, but I would say
I think I just think you guys are missing it. So on the flexible version, by default you get the money at the end, just like any other crowdfunding site, because that's just how it's set up, right? But if you have the product in hand and you want to ship as the orders come in, you just reach out to them via, you know, when you set the campaign up, and they'll give you the money as it comes in.
Yeah,
no other crowdfunding site does that.
Yeah, I get that, but we're talking about the all or nothing, the fixed goal, not the flexible goal.
Yeah, well, the fixed goal, I mean, that's like a standard Kickstarter way of doing it.
Yeah, well, Indiegogo has that too, but Indiegogo charges the card up front, and if you don't get it, if you don't reach your goal, they give it back to the people, the money.
Right. Well, they're doing the Kickstarter way. They're not charging the card to the end.
Yeah, I just think it'd be better to do the Indiegogo way. That way, nobody, you know, forgets to have the money on their card or whatever.
Well, that's on you. If you're going to back a project, make sure you have the money.
Well, no,
I mean, I don't like it either. I prefer it the Indiegogo way too. I prefer getting the money taken out right away. But I mean, at the end of the day, that's on you. You know.
Yeah, I mean, agreed.
Yeah,
but I agree.
Yeah, I agree in a lot of ways. It's on me, but
the billing to take place up front. You know, I like it better that way.
Yeah, because that way you don't have to remember in 2 months, 3 months, whatever, you know, 60 days, whatever the campaign, to make sure the money's there.
Yeah, but you're looking at it from the backer's point of view. I think what Red's asking is from the creator's point of view. And that the flexible version gives you literally more flexibility than the other two sites.
But let's remember that the biggest perk here is you're not going to get shadow banned.
Yeah.
You're not going to get censored.
Right.
That's the biggest perk. It's CG friendly.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just
I
For sure.
actually like that it's set up the payment the way they set it up. I mean, yeah, I mean, would I have preferred that the backers do get charged right away on either one? Yeah, but I'm sure there's a reason why it's not like that. You know, I'm sure they.
Well, either way, it's workable.
Yeah.
It's workable. So yeah.
But
Yeah, Anthony,
yeah,
you all getting ready to launch a campaign while I'm still funding. Thanks, man.
I prefer. Well, this one was easy to put together because I'm just remastering my art book, so it's not like I have any work to do. I just have
Right.
to redesign a new cover, you know, and then
Yeah.
and then figure out what.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna double the size from 24 to 48 pages, so I just got to figure out what other artwork I want to throw in there.
As a creator, it doesn't matter to me when they charge the person. I'm just talking
Right.
as a backer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, but like, yeah, that's why to me, I would just go with the keep everything regardless because that again, only if you plan on like okay, like let's say, Doc, let's say it's a new project, right? So we don't have it made. If you do the all or nothing, if you do the keep it all, and you don't fund your goal, now you're obligated to pull out of pocket. That's the drawback, right? So
Right.
yeah,
Stuff we got to talk about. But I am definitely, hear me, I am committing right now on my channel that I will launch as soon as possible a campaign over here. Pariah Blood and Mud is priority 1, but then definitely another project.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might do a campaign over here for Canadian Shield 2 and Snowdrift 1. Just redo my campaign that I had over on Indiegogo. I'll have the books on hand then, so just do a 30-day one or whatever. Hopefully get some money.
So,
Right.
well, Red, I got to ask you,
Mhm.
since it's my show and I can say whatever I want to,
Mm.
why did we stop talking about comic books or I'll kill you? I fucking love that song.
Wooster hates it.
I don't care what Worcester likes.
Yeah.
What song?
Stop talking about comic books or I'll kill you.
Remember the song we used to play when Smug was still there on the review show?
Oh yeah.
It's all discordant and petulant
Yeah.
sound. I love
When
it.
it came down to just me and Wooster making the decisions, because Smug liked that song too. Wooster nixed it. So
Stop talking about comic books or I'll kill you.
I liked it too. I wanted to keep it, but you know,
Tell Wooster to step over here.
it's a collaboration.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, that show is like 70-80% Wooster anyway. He's always coming up with the ideas for what to review, what to back.
Reviews, yeah. So Unzipped is more your thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do a lot for the review show too. I do all the networking. I try to figure out when we should do certain things too. And the mainstream ones, I definitely pick those. But he picks out, the indie projects that he thinks are going to be interesting.
Okay. All right.
I sometimes throw a few in there. I'll back some stuff that he doesn't. So.
Yeah. I love that song. It was so anticlimactic. It's so horribly dark, but funny at the same time. I loved it.
Yeah, I think it fits the tenor of a lot of our streams, right? There's a lot of gallows humor in what we do.
Yeah.
I think it's shifted tone though, right? Like a lot of it is now more just promotion and trying to be more sales focused. But before there was a lot more irony, I think, in the conversations. Yeah, and that's getting lost more and more.
Now, what is irony?
What is irony?
Irony. I thought you said
yeah.
ironing, like ironing a shirt.
No, irony.
I was like, there's one of those young whippersnappers using a term I don't know.
Yeah. No, I just think people understood that a lot of what was being said and, the views were ironic in a lot of ways, but the trolling and everything,
Yeah. Anybody watching,
yeah.
by the way, drop your link, Well Read. If you don't watch Well Read's reviews, one of the better review shows out there, and I really enjoy them.
Thank you. Thank you, Doc. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And if you've never seen Will Red unleash on somebody, every now and then the old troll in him comes out. And those are the ones when I just lose my shit laughing.
Try not to on the streams. Try to
Right.
maintain decorum because I'm the host.
Right.
I want to make sure people feel welcome to come. But
Yeah. It does happen from time to time. And it's
it has.
classic. Don't let the calm, soothing voice fool you.
Yeah, I've got opinions just like everybody else.
And they're good. So yeah, it's one of the first shows I found when I came into the indie comics world, and I've been a devoted watcher ever since. I just lurk because he's on so late. I'm already in bed and I'm just watching.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna take off, Doc.
I gotta go.
All right, well, get out then. Rick, thanks for coming in, buddy. I
Bye,
appreciate you.
Rick.
No problem. Thanks for having
Take
me.
care, Rick.
Take care.
Take care, buddy. Yeah, definitely good stuff. So you picked up a sub from my channel, Will Red. There.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
My gift to you. Thank you, Billy Pyromax.
My sub count has been facilitating around 800. It goes below, above. It's like, damn it, can't you just surge?
It's
there's
Wanna rally.
weird.
It
When
is
I
weird.
hit
That
around-
happens to everybody around 800.
No, it's
down,
yeah.
down.
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
when I hit about 850, because I think it was more around 850 because I think I had like a big surge and then it like stopped at 850 and then it dropped a little, went up a little. I did that for like months and I was like, come on, man, 150 more.
Just get there. Speaking of which, if you haven't subbed to my channel yet, please subscribe, ring the little bell, and give us a thumbs up. I'm never shill my channel ever, and it's grown organically to what it is right now, which isn't big, but I didn't put any shill effort into it, so I really appreciate it. Tree Allen says Jabba is getting people to unsub, so Jabba is the reason there's that ebb and flow around 800 guys.
It's Jabba and like his like 50 alts.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Getting people to unsub. It's all him.
Oh, they're all his accounts that unsub.
Yeah.
Yep.
They give you the false hope, they take it away. They give you the false hope, they take it away. So overall, I'm excited about this. There's been a lot of talk about an alternative CG friendly crowdfunding site. And I think the timing was impeccable that crowdfunder shit on itself like it did. And then Luke goes live like he did. Just very, very cool.
Yeah, I think that was kismet.
Yeah, it was meant to be. It was meant to be. Amit, Dubstub, you need Dubstep music stream. Amit, listen, I'm just going to kick you completely in the teeth. No.
Well, because if you remember, he was supposed to launch a couple of months ago, but they had some bugs, so they didn't.
Yeah.
If they had launched then, they probably would have made a little bit of noise, but it wouldn't have been such a, people probably wouldn't have been paying attention as much. You know what I mean? But because of the timing of everything, it's just like, everybody's eyes are on this and like it's in everybody's head.
The topic is out there, yeah.
Yeah. It was perfect timing.
And then, again, for me, the timing was there. I get shadow banned on Indiegogo. What the fuck? When did I ever do any money? So we shut up, Carol. And then we got a Lightbringer 2 shadow ban. So basically anything to do with Anthony Romano will get you shadow banned. Just
all the Comicsgate.
They're definitely maintaining a list somewhere.
Yeah, all the Comicsgate books that have shadow banned are probably books that I backed or something.
They just took keyword search for Anthony Romano.
I was talking with Shane Davis because I brought up the guy that I've been, that we've been talking to, and he was like, "Oh, I'd like to get his name," because he's like, we talked to somebody a while back. He's like, Yanzi would know, but like she was like upstairs with the kid asleep or whatever.
Yeah.
And afterwards, I was talking with him, and then he's like, "Can you send me his info?" And I was like, "Well, I can't DM you unless you DM me or follow me." So he followed me, and then we were chatting in DMs, and I sent him the guy's info. And he's like, "Yeah, I think that's the guy we spoke to." And the last time they spoke to him, he wouldn't answer their phone call.
Well, at least we've spoken to him.
Yeah, I think the last word they got from him was you have to talk to the comic division, which doesn't ever reply or
Right.
correspond
But
with
this
you.
guy that we've been talking to, his introductory letter when he reached out was, "I'm replacing so and so as your account manager."
Yeah,
So
yeah. But
maybe now he's in a
call
different position.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. The last conversation I had with him, he did spew one thing that sounded like canned answer, and that was, well, I spoke with the CEO, and he says we don't shadow ban, and we don't participate in that practice. And I didn't get argumentative. I played it diplomatic. I was like, well, maybe I'm just using the term colloquially because that's like what people refer to it as. But just obviously there's like a no index script
Right.
in the HTML, which is proven. It's provable that it's there. I'm not saying it got there
Deliberately or willfully.
or anything. Maybe something happened in the script and it's like filtering through the system. But what you call it? So I played it like I didn't get like.
Well, what was the feedback from that?
Combative. He's like, yeah, I'm still looking into it. I'll try to have something for you by the end of the week. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see. Billy says we are called systemic structural system of institutionalized institutions. I'm not sure what that means, but it's a nice word salad. Thank you for that.
I gotta go.
Carol, get out.
No, you're not allowed.
I have to go to work.
Get back in the
You're
basement.
not allowed to go.
But, well, then you're gonna call me out, and you're gonna cover the money that I'm not gonna make for.
See, here in the South, we
going
say,
to work.
Oh no, you're on your own on that, but you just can't
well,
go.
screw you, maybe.
see, down here, we call in, we don't call out.
Call in, call out, whatever. You're gonna call my boss and say I'm not showing up.
Why
and then
would
you're
you
gonna
call
give me-
into work?
You call into the office to tell them you're not going to be there.
Right. I'm calling out of work.
No, you're calling into your work to tell them you're not going to be there.
No, I'm calling out.
I'm calling.
I'm not going in. I'm staying out.
I'm calling out.
But you're calling in
No.
to
I'm
them.
calling work to call out.
You guys are fucked up in the South.
Yeah, listen, Yankee boy.
Fucking behind the times.
Joyzy. Fucking Joyzy.
Okay, you guys probably still say that the line starts in the back and ends in the front.
Well, we don't stand on line. We stand in line.
Look, I don't care where none of y'all stand.
Do you know why we say? Do you know why we say stand on line?
Yeah, because you poor people have to be drawn a line to stand on.
Because in the cities, the little bodegas and stores are so small that they literally do have like a line.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The South
Yeah.
is perfectly capable of self-organizing. Fight
This
me.
is what.
Bye.
And this later, Carol.
Bye, Carol.
Like,
And Well Read is so obviously Canadian, but he lied about it.
Jeez.
Because he's ashamed of his Canadian heritage.
All right. Well,
Do you stand online or in line? Well Read.
in line. Well, I mean, some people would say you stand in a queue, right?
Yeah, if you're in the UK.
Yeah, that's the European thing.
Yeah.
So maybe I stand in queues.
You
never
don't.
know.
You don't.
No, I don't.
No.
I'm Canadian.
Yes.
I've been branded.
It's European light. Who was it that said that first? Wasn't it Ethan did that to you first?
No. I don't know who did that first. I mean, there's some lore behind it. I don't know if I want to get into it, but yeah, there's a couple of people who started that.
I got to hear the lore one day.
One day, sure.
All right, Tadpole, I'm going to bring you out. All right. But if you don't have something productive to contribute to this conversation, I'm going to kick your young ass. What's up, Tad?
I don't get the point of the whole build a comic thing.
All right, bye.
Build a comic thing?
Am I talking about the wrong?
Probably. What's build a comic?
Fuck. My bad.
He's young. We try to go easy on him.
I'm stupid.
The South is where everyone is moving to get away from the utopian liberal paradises. Yeah, no, I hear you.
My bad. I misread the title.
You've seen it in Canadian money and you've seen it in US money, Tree Goblin. So
UP.
Using that out.
Confirmed. Hey, Tadpole up, Tadpole left. It's probably for the best. He's a cool little kid, but he's a kid, and I'm always uncomfortable having kids on my stream.
I feel like there was a lot to unpack there with Tadpole. That was going to be a long conversation.
Yes.
He's an aspiring comic book artist.
And God forbid we have conversations on a live stream. That's not how we roll here, baby. Just saying.
No, we just.
So what's up with that Canadian money?
So I've had super chats in both USD and CDN.
Oh, not that you have super chatted in those.
I have super chatted in both currencies.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and that's where the lore started.
Oh. So there's a mystery here to be unraveled, is what I'm hearing.
Oh, well, I mean, everybody's welcome to their interpretation. It's like art. You just look at it and you ponder.
I don't care enough to unravel it, though.
It's whatever truth you want it to be.
Yeah, it's your chicken. Pluck it any way you want to.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to reveal the mystery. I do live in Florida. I've said that like a million times, but whatever people want to think, they can think.
Now, were you like Viva Frei? Did you escape the Trudeau regime? Did you flee to freedom?
I fled Castro, and then I landed in Stalin, and then I fled. I fled the Queen. Yeah.
I wonder how long it'll take for the Queen to get off the money. I mean, I know they're pretty with King Charles now, but
in Canada, I don't know.
Wherever, because she's been on the money so long.
I think they're looking for minorities in Canada to replace her with.
I think at this point you just leave her, right? I mean, we've had George Washington on our money since.
I was going to say, could you imagine if our money changed every time the administration changed?
Oh my God! Every 4 years.
Yeah,
we do need Trump bucks, though.
Trump bucks would be a good thing.
Yeah,
you can redeem them at any Trump plaza.
Make up for those Kennedy dollars that we never got. In the Fed.
Who was on the $2 bill? Wasn't that Jefferson?
Yeah,
it's Jefferson. Those things are still legal currency.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why we're talking about this right now. I don't.
Me either.
I had a stream. I lost it. Okay.
Well, I think we covered everything on that.
I thought it was weird because build comic KS. I suck. Is that even English? What the fuck, Vic? Tadpole, try that again.
One more time.
Try it in English this time.
Public school system, right there, folks.
This kid is a very young, up and coming comic creator who Mike Barron personally gave some advice to on one of my streams, and I really enjoyed it. I'm going to clip it. I'm going to post it as its own thing because Mike Barron really dug deep and laid out some good stuff. But having said that, little Tadpole there is a little something special. Look, you're saying private school when we know your mom sent you to military school because you wouldn't be happy.
Boarding school. It's not private school, pal.
Having said that, though, the kid does have a wicked sense of humor. He's funny. He comes out on some streams from time to time. I'm not comfortable with sharing a stream with kids. I'm an old man.
16.
Yeah.
Well, a couple more years, pal. A couple more years.
Yeah.
Then you come on my stream.
Be patient. Be patient. Be patient is what I'm saying to you. So let's take a look at Pariah real quick. And here's what I need. See, look, I'm going to share my screen. Hold on.
Well, you got that Southern internet. Let me share my screen.
Oh, you punk ass bitch.
There you go. See, I'm even quicker.
Oh my God. I'm going to give that one to you because it's probably accurate. Jesus.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Let me log out because I hate having that sidebar there.
Yeah, let's get that out of there.
I'm always afraid I'm going to click on something and like
dox the shit out of yourself.
Well, the backers, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, see, like this, this is the one thing I've always hated about Indiegogo is that like you to get these pictures to be smaller, you have to literally like keep fucking with the image resolution and everything.
Well, I was going to ask you about that. Can we just take one of the pages down and bump the resolution up because they're a little fuzzy?
No, it wouldn't matter. They'd all have to stay the same resolution. They're only fuzzy because we were so used to seeing like the friggin' super duper high res ones up there for so long. But yeah, I mean, if you go look at every other
that cover, well read.
Like you said, the colors are pretty amazing. Matt Krotz always knocks it out of the park.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
but not a kind word for the artist, I see. Thank you for that. Fuck you, well read.
Art is incredible too. Absolutely, all day.
This is Jim O'Reilly. Is going to talk to Matt about
the legendary
coloring this
Jim
one.
O'Reilly.
And he gave me some tips to give to whoever we get to color it, like where the light sources are coming from and stuff. So
now, Tadpole, I think we're at 56% after 5 days, which I think that's pretty good. But I need a backer. I need a backer right now to find the will to live. So somebody go back right now.
If this funds today, Doc will quit smoking.
No, fuck that. Chances of that happening. I might lie about it, but I'd get busted in very short order.
I'll tell you what. If both campaigns fund by like Monday for my birthday, I'll quit smoking.
That's a lie too, but you know.
No, I would do it. I have to do it. Like I keep thinking I gotta quit, but
I do too, man. But I just like smoking too damn much.
I know it's the problem. I like the act of smoking. Yeah.
I quit. I'm an expert.
Yeah, I've quit 20 times a day. Well, Red, what the hell are you talking about?
I haven't smoked in 6-7 years.
That's very good. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Streaming with me gives him PTSD.
Yeah, I'm getting a contact high.
I get that with every conversation I have with DG.
But yeah, you just first of all, you got to punish yourself. So you say, all right, I'm not going to have a pack in the house. I'll keep 4 if I can't control my cravings, and I'll go to those. So try to stretch them out. And if you go through your 4, you got to buy a pack, throw it out, and only keep 4 again. Okay. And eventually that penalty, it adds up, and you're like, damn, I'm wasting all this money, trying to get myself to quit. Might as well just do it.
Yeah, that wouldn't work for me. It would have the opposite effect. I would say, fuck it, I may as well just smoke.
Plus, it's so expensive. The packs are like, what, $10 each now?
Yeah. Now, I did go to my wife. I said, honey, I think it's time. We need to quit smoking. And my wife lit one up, looked me in the eye and said, I don't think so, Scooter. So I was doomed. I was doomed from the start.
Did you give Jim my address?
No.
All right,
no, I didn't do that. Or you can do it. I mean,
well, actually, if you could do it today before tomorrow, because I have to jump off today to go to work.
Today is usually before tomorrow, but yeah, I can do that.
No, because I think he's getting his shipment of top loaders in like today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
I will do that as soon as I sign off from this stream.
Because I'm gonna have to, when I jump off, get ready for work and leave for work.
What are you working?
I'm so tired. Oh.
What are you working today?
We got a one of the high school's sports team award dinners. So it should be quick and easy, but just fucking annoying. Bunch of fucking teenagers and shit.
No offense.
Can I get more Shirley Temple? No.
No offense, Temple.
Fucking 17 years old. We still drinking Shirley Temple. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
They don't make them like they used to.
You got to remember, man, when I was young, there wasn't really a drinking age for beer. There was only a drinking age for liquor. But even then, there was a store. I'm not going to say the name of it because I would incriminate myself, but it was a little mom and pop place over in the little white ghetto where we lived. And we discovered that where the refrigeration unit was outside, you could pull the boards back and you could climb inside the store. So we'd go in there, and we were smart, man. We didn't steal enough beer to get noticed, but we would get our beer out of there.
That's funny.
Where we did get caught was siphoning gas out of a funeral home's hearse.
Was there a body in the back?
Probably not. They don't typically lock a body in the back overnight. But
all right. So it was like, yeah, okay, I got you.
But like, I was under one of the hearse, and you learn how to undo the fuel line and let it trickle down into the.
Yeah, we used to do stupid shit like that too. Like, there was this one gas station, and they just got their like shipment of like sodas and Gatorades and stuff, and it was all on pallets on the side of the gas station. And this was at like 2 a.m. And the way it was set up, it was on the highway, but where the side of that building was by the side street, and there was no street light, so it was just dark, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we pulled off the highway, went down the side street about 4 or 5 houses down, and we snuck up, and we just grabbed like 2 cases each of like sodas and Gatorades and stuff, and we start running down the street with these cases, and then you just see the guys chasing behind us, going like, "You'll get back here! You'll get back here!"
Well, my thing was I was up under this hearse, and and I had 2 buddies with me, and we were literally getting the gas to gas up our car so we could go cruising. And the cops rolled in, and I remember it was a sheriff's department, and the sheriff's department normally don't give a fuck. They'd rather not do the paperwork. So I just froze. They can't see under here unless they get down on their hands and knees. My buddy, though, he was an idiot, man. He rolled out from under the one he was in, and he took off running. And they went after him, and they got him. Well, I snuck off. I didn't get caught. But I also didn't get my gasoline. I left it there. And I thought, oh, man, my buddy, he's going to roll on me, man. He's going to tell on me. And sure as shit, he did, boy. Popo come knocking on the door. I was like, oh, fuck. I just set my dogs off. It's just kids.
Oh, man. Yeah, dude. If I talked about every little thing like that, I mean, thank God statute of limitations exist.
Yes. Now, Well-Read, what is the U for? Is that Well-Read University?
Well-Read User.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. That's how everybody knows me, and I still get called that on the big channels.
I remember F off Well-Read.
Yeah. Risey gave me that name.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, fucking Risey. Where would we be without fucking Risey?
Making money.
Yeah.
No,
So
not in the slums.
Finn invites me out on his stream, so I show up, and it was the Saturday after the launch, and I'm like, well, this is cool. And I popped in, and Ethan's on there. I'm like, well, this has just got cooler. Can I have a conversation with Ethan? No, fuck no. Risey's in there.
And don't you dare let Ethan have the floor while Risey's there. Risey will flip out. He thinks it's his show. He's got to talk over Ethan.
Yes.
Who the hell is Ethan to talk over Risey?
Yes.
Risey's on the stream. Take a back seat.
This is my impersonation of me on that stream. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of people mentioned that it was like Finn should have kicked him because you had Ethan there and you were supposed to be looking at the campaign and stuff, and it would have been good.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
It's what it is. It is what it is.
Derailed for a Spurg.
It's weird. we were streaming the other night. We were EFAPing Big Daddy.
Right.
Right. The Big Daddy stream where Finn was going off on Big Daddy. And I think because Risey was on that stream too, he thought we were like saying stuff about him. Because he hit me up in DMs, like yelling at me, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like nobody said a bad word about him on that stream, like that I recall. I mean, maybe you, because you and him don't get along. Maybe you made a passing comment, well read, but like
I probably did.
Mostly we were just, you know. And I was like, and then then last night I'm like laying down to go to sleep. I saw Vic was streaming, so I just said what's up in the chat, and Risey was there, and he just said, you know, he said hi in the chat, like everything was fine, and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Well, with Risey, it always depends on which Risey you're talking to. There's Risey,
yeah,
other Risey.
I just wish, you know, like they would communicate.
He's a diagnosed schizophrenic, so good luck with all of that. That self-medicates.
But yeah, it was just weird because I was like, we weren't trash talking him on that stream.
No.
That I remember.
I probably was. Who knows?
I mean, how many times do I go on like Vic's channel when he's on panel and he makes a comment about you, and I keep my mouth shut because you know what? You're two grown men. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna white knight for either one of yous. You know what I mean? Like, it's like if there's a way for you two to talk, and that's on you guys. And, you know, apparently there's not. So why am I gonna waste my breath?
He's a 10-year-old brain trapped in a 37-year-old's body. So not gonna work out.
A drunk 10-year-old brain.
But yeah. like my point is like, so if you make a comment on your show that I don't even notice, because it's like at this point you making a comment about him like that you just said, and him making a comment on his stream or on Vic's stream or Finn's, because those are the only two streams that I'm really on with him, is like if he's on Vic's or Finn's stream. So if I'm on one of their streams and he makes a passing comment, if you get brought up and he makes a passing comment, it's like literally like in one ear and out the other at this point. I'm so numb to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like the same thing as me like bitching about. Oh, I don't really bitch about too many people like, regularly. Same thing as like J Dollar bitching about Matt Barr, right? It's like at this point, it's like whatever, right? It's just mind numbing for us to listen to, like, you know, to listen to.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't pay attention to it. So
well,
don't yell at me because what I didn't
because you
come
didn't
and get, or I didn't come in. I didn't know. I don't know what he was saying, but maybe he was just drunk. Because like I said, then the next day yesterday in Vic's chat, he was just like, hey, you know, or whatever, however he gets like that oi thing he does, like oi DG, and I was like, hey Risey, and like, you know,
yeah.
So I was like, all right, I guess everything's cool.
I don't have one of the little programs that gets issued every month for who's beefing with who.
Right. Well,
so
there's certain ones that are just like kind of like a staple, right? Like there's like the JD and Liam. That's just a forever thing. It looks like Well Red and Risey are just going to be.
They're going to go the distance.
Yeah, they're going to go the distance. You know, so it's like, why even comment on it? You know what I mean? Like, because me, I'm going to be like, if I was, I'd try to be the peacemaker, right? And like, if there's no peace to be made,
yeah,
you know, I'm just gonna sit back and smoke a cigarette and let shit fly. You know
I have this peculiarity about me. You know, I kind of like care about my kids. Yeah. So it's just a weird little foible.
I heard about your reasoning, Will Red, and I agree with you. You know, you come at me with shit like that, and we're done.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm not saying, you know, when I say beef, I'm talking about some spurious bullshit internet beef, not legit grievances.
And you know, I was even nice even after that. Like I gave him a window to come and make amends. And the minute he heard that I was upset over him saying that, he tripled down.
Yeah.
And so that was his response to it. I'm like, well, that's it. You know,
now, Will Red,
window's closed.
Let me ask you a question that's even more serious than that. Here's the expose. Are you in a line of work that requires you to have that voice?
I think it probably evolved over time. I did do a type of work where soothing and slow tempoed did help to get my point across.
Yeah,
because it was important to be understood, especially while explaining things. So
when I was counseling, I always had to use the very deep and soft voice and blah 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 blah.
mm,
And
exactly.
because I know what I look like, I'm 6'2" and I look like this, and you get some little freaking traumatized old lady coming in. She wants counseling, so I have to be very soothing and relaxing and approachable.
Yes.
As a counselor. So when they run into me now that I'm retired, I'll go to the coffee house or whatever, and I'm sitting there and I always know, by the way, by what somebody addresses me as, where I know them from. So if I hear Mr. Blaylock, they're one of my felony probationers that I worked with over the years. Mr. Blaylock, how you doing? Yeah, what's going on there, Peter Cheeks? They're not used to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's speaking colloquially, and then there's speaking, for profession, something that a skill that you're trying to develop.
Right.
And it does change how you behave, and
yes.
Eventually you just adapt those personalities. And I'm learning how to speak colloquially again. That's kind of what's happening on the streams, and me drinking more and hanging out more. But it's been a while.
So is this a concerted effort on your part?
It is, yes. This is I'm reforming myself, learning how to be a drunk again.
So true performance art here, folks. It's method acting.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely,
Yes, exactly.
Ain't got shit on well written.
Exactly. Yeah, I think I'm getting better. I mean, streaming is its own thing. It's a skill.
It is. It is.
The best ones are performing.
Yeah.
So
now
Ethan does do a character as he streams.
He does, and
it's subtle, but
I
it's
much
there.
prefer, by the way, I really do. I prefer when he's just being himself and doing his draw streams. I really enjoy that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But my thing is, I think because I had to do public speaking for so long, when you're doing group therapy with 30 people, 3 2-hour groups a day plus 1 1-hour group on Thursdays and Tuesdays. You get so used to it that dead air doesn't scare you, that jumping from topic to topic doesn't scare you. So yeah, this shit doesn't bother me to stream at all.
Well, good. Yeah, those are some of the hardest things to learn when you start streaming. That dead air is stream death, and definitely having topics. That's why I'm kind of frustrated actually with some of the slum members who hang out on Vic's channel and then come on mine, because they're used to not doing topics.
Mm-hmm.
They just want to sit there, like lump. And I'm like, do something. So I'm like poking Jay Dollar constantly. Like, get drunk, get your shirt off, You're here to work, bitch.
I like topics too, That's why sometimes I'll have to just leave like that. Like the beginning of thin streams are great. Usually the end is where things go a little haywire.
Mm-hmm. You want that too.
Yeah.
Right, but not when people are just randomly yelling over each other.
Yeah.
Tanner and I sit down and we literally do show prep. We have segments we're going to do. We talk about them. We have an outline and we're going to follow it loosely because you got to be flexible. But, when you put the work into the show, I think it makes it good. There's a place for the spontaneous. Like this, when I do these through the week, I just call them free refills. We're just hanging out, talking about a topic. But my Saturday show, I like to keep it focused. This Saturday, I'll be having the great Glenn talk about Hatch.
On Unzipped, it's kind of off the cuff, but if Wilbrett's so did you guys what do you guys think about this? And he'll just randomly pull something off of Twitter up, right? And I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get people discussing some kind of drama or some kind of. So I'll try to engage with it. If I don't know about it, I'll be explain it to me, Wilbred. What's going on here? You know what I mean? I try to get it. I try to help.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that.
Pull it over, bitch. Pull it over.
It is. I do try to do organic topics. Like Ethan is very formal, I think, with his topics. He's like, no, we got to move to this, move to that. And then there's the hangout streams, and you want people shooting the shit a little bit, but I want to blend the two, and I've tried to make organic topics, and so people get a chance to interact, and it's informal. But then you do try to move the pace of the show from topic to topic in between the times when you're just socializing. So
Read the room. Read the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you got to know the personalities on the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you start on a topic and then the conversation veers off to a different topic by itself,
right?
And that topic is actually pretty engaging, and the chat's engaging with that topic, you kind of stick with it. And then once it starts to die down, you have something ready to go in the wings. If you're improving it like Well Red does when on the Unzipped, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like if you
lot of people told me I should have kicked Jay Dollar from that that one streamer where we were trying to talk about the DMs with Pops and the other guy, but that stream got 500 views, and just like letting it go and letting you two have that back and forth, and then eventually talking about Jay Dollar's issues with Pops became its own thing, and letting that happen, sometimes knowing when to let that happen and then letting it happen, it's I think it's important for knowing when you're doing good streaming or not. So
right. I think the issue was there was a lot of people who were like interested in what Chris had to say, but then again, all they had to do was go rewatch RJ's. You know what I mean? Which is what I did after I got off the stream with you guys. I went and I watched it because that's what I wanted to watch. You know, so
yeah. And I literally served no purpose on that stream, by the way, none. I didn't know what I was walking into. I got a link. Okay.
Yeah. And then sometimes I'll bring up a topic and I can tell like it's just not clicking with the panel. I'll move to another one right away because I want something that's getting people interested and engaged. So
yeah, and this is an interesting point too, Well Red. I know you dabbled with the idea of being a creator, but you are primarily a streamer, a YouTuber. Pops is a promoter. He's not a creator. There are people that do different things. So the agenda is always going to be a little bit different, you know. Like I said on my channel, I've never even shilled, go subscribe to my channel because I'm not looking to be a booming YouTuber. I'm a creator who has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, basically.
There's a difference.
Right.
Like somebody else will be like and subscribe, and I'll be like, yeah, go do that. Like when I forget to do it on my own channel. Like you don't hear me go, make sure you hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so now. I don't do any of that. But like if someone else does it for me, then I'll be like, yeah, go do that.
Same. And it's not because I don't want subscribers. It's just that's not my focus.
Jay Dollar's spiral was the best bit. He had DG off the fence for 3 hours. I don't even know if I was off the fence. It was like, I think we were making two different points, and like I was like, it got to like, so there was a point where I was being a little facetiously antagonistic, right? Like, because it was like redundant. Like we were going around in circles. So then I think I might have called him like, well, your opinion is wrong, or you're whatever. Like I was being kind of harsh, and that's when I saw he was getting mad. And when I saw he was getting mad, I was like, all right, I gotta pull back because I'm not really trying to fight with the guy. I'm just trying to say like, can we watch the fucking video, please?
Right. And I mean, maybe we would have watched it and there wouldn't have been anything interesting to come out of it, but we did get that back and forth.
Well, and Well Red is saying content is where you find it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly.
You weren't happy. It wasn't that I wasn't happy. It's just that I was frustrated. I wasn't even angry. I was like, he kept. If anybody was getting emotional, it was him, because when you could tell when Jay Dollar gets emotional, he goes from like Jay Dollar, and everything comes down. Right, and then he just sits there, and his
how dare you?
Yeah, his tone gets quieter, everything. So that's when I knew he was getting mad, and he's like, "I'm not getting mad," and I'm like, "Dude, you're like an emotional in my head, I'm like, you're an emotional mess right now. Like you want to snap, but you won't do it. Like I want to slap Jay Dollar even when we're having a good time."
Just got that face, You want to slap
Jay Dollar has a slappable face confirmed. I did not say
a slappable backside.
Your host said that about you. So
Yeah, I love Jay Dollar. Me and Jay Dollar are totally cool. And the funny part was, he like conceded to a lot backstage after we were done. Like he was like, "Yeah, I get it. Like, you know what I mean?" And then like the next day on Twitter, me and him were going back and forth, and everything was cool.
In a lot of ways, he knows what he's doing. It's
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he knows he's getting paid to let the dog off the leash every now and then.
Well, I don't know about getting paid, but he definitely has things that he wants to accomplish, and he knows how to go. He has his way of going about to do that. So
right, he'll make his point regardless if you let him or not.
That's
basically.
Character not getting paid. That's your role, Scooter. You got to come off the chain every now and then.
But yeah, you were saying earlier, Doc, like with promotion and you're trying to be a creator. I do think this space like demands a lot from people. You have to do so many things well, or at least adequately, to get any traction here. And it's a challenge, and I do think it filters a lot of people out who would otherwise be invaluable, quite frankly. Yeah. It could stand some improvement. I agree.
Yeah, think about say there's just an amazing artist, but he just cannot connect with an audience. You know, that's
massive introvert.
Yeah. So that's when you need to just be able to hook up with somebody who's not afraid to stream and can get out there.
Right.
But the other side of that is someone who streams all the time, but maybe they're not that great on art or delivery or writing or whatever it may be. You know, like you said, you gotta find either a happy medium or really excel at something.
Yeah. And we've got people who are amazing promoters on stream. They know how to hype a project. They just can't do much else. So
yeah.
Right. If the project's not involved, then yeah.
If there's no project, then what do you talk about?
Right.
I don't have that problem. I'll shoot the shit with anybody. So come on and hang out over at the coffee shop. Subscribe, click, ring the bell, do all that shit. So pathetic when I say it, man. I don't know where that comes from. I think it's because I just, like when I was a counselor and I had private practice, I didn't advertise. It was all word of mouth, you know, because it just always looked so cheesy to me when I would see counselors. Are you struggling with depression or anxiety? Call 1-800 blah blah. Whatever, man. You know, they just seem so disingenuous to me.
We all know what therapists are for.
There's not a secret here. You know, it's not like Freemasons.
The Doc's version of advertising was therapist on the front door, and that was it. This is where you find me.
I did not even have the sign out front. The building that I was in is a professional building, and they all had their signs. It just had my name at the bottom, just so you know you're there. It didn't say counseling, nothing. Just second floor, suite 20, whatever the fuck it was.
Having training in therapy is invaluable for being a good YouTube streamer. So just FYI.
I think so too. Anybody that's interested, and this includes both of you guys too, one of the most invaluable skills that I was trained in, and a lot of counselors aren't trained in it, is it's called the Kharkov model of interpersonal skills. The book is The Art of Helping in the 21st Century. Get it, read it. It is amazing how effective it is as a communication tool.
Cool. Thank you for the recommend. Appreciate that.
Hey, Sketchbook, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Sketch. All right, I got to jump off. I got to go jump in the shower, get ready for work.
I got to jump off also. The wife will be home in a minute. If I don't act like I've done some chores, you know, it'll be couch time for the doctor. And
then I got kids standing in front of the school, shivering cold, waiting for me to pull up and save them.
I want to thank Carol for coming out. Thank Dark Gift. Thank you, Well Read. Who else do we have out here? Piper, thank you for popping out. RJ, thank you for coming out. Chat, as always, you guys rock. And I'm not even going to shill my book. I'm not even going to play the trailer. We're just going to end.